are back for another Christian review of regular books, and today we are discussing 640 to Montreal. For those of you who've never seen one of these videos before, here's how it's going to go down. First, I do my regular review, what you know and love to expect from a book review, star rating, my own personal opinion, etc. And I do it all without spoiling the book. But then I'm going to get into my Christian review, and that's where I'm going to go over the basic pieces of a book that may or may not have a fellow believer, or honestly, maybe anyone, wanting to read it. I give more caveats and any more information you may need about these reviews at the video that's pinned at the top of the playlist. Or you should be able to find it here somewhere. However, if you're still here, let's go ahead and go into my regular review. 640 to Montreal was a arc that I was able to read ahead of time. It comes out on October 28th of 2025, and so it should be coming out very, very soon. This book was given to me as a NetGalley arc, so thank you so much to Poisoned Pen Press and NetGalley for the opportunity to read this arc. I thought it seemed like such a perfect winter thriller because the cover, as you can see, has snow. It takes place in this kind of like, and then there were none, Agatha Christie, and there's even Agatha Christie's like references throughout this book, and so I was really excited to check it out. In a lot of ways, it had a very interesting thought process, and I liked following the female main character as she goes through this story and experiences everything that's happening on the train. She gets trapped on a train and people start dying, and they're trying to figure out who, what, when, where, and why. In that way, it was really interesting, and I really did enjoy and appreciate so much of the book. Where I struggled was in some of the plot points or areas, it started to feel like it dragged a lot. There was a lot of time that passes that not much happens except for the same repetitive concerns over and over again. And the few areas that really did like pull the plot forward were awesome. I just wish there were more of those, or the book was slightly shorter. Additionally, the ending fell flat and was a bit confusing. I don't really quite understand what she was trying to get at with the ending. There's some clarity, but it also doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And when I went back and looked at some of the other Goodread reviews that had spoilers in it, people felt very much the same, which was a bummer, but at least I knew I wasn't alone in that process. All in all, I still enjoyed my experience of this book. I just missed some of those pieces, and ultimately I rated it 3 stars. If you want to see everything that I'm reading and rating in real time, you can do so by following me on Goodreads. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and I do have my own YouTube channel, so if you want more of my day-to-day reading and life journey, you can find all the links down below in the description box. Now let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. The first category I always love to touch on is smut or spice because it's popular, and no, there's nothing in here, not even a hint, not closed door, fade to black, it just doesn't exist, which is great. The second category is explicit language, and there really isn't any explicit language throughout this book, which I also appreciated. And the third category, because we are talking about a thriller, is violence or gore, and there is some minor violence and minor gore because it's happening on the train. You're seeing it, you're witnessing what happened right in this descriptive way, but it's not so much that it even felt grotesque or over the top. It felt very minor, and I think just helps push the story along in a good way. This book would be great for anyone aged 13 and up. There's not much in there that I think would be inappropriate. Before you go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of these Christian reviews of regular books, plus me and my mom's podcast, The Journey We Share. On top of that, it helps us know that the content we're providing is content you want to keep seeing. So please don't forget to do those things so that we can all stay together in the know on this. And I cannot wait until we see you on the next one.